David read that very calmly, but the story, it says Jesus was very unhappy. You ever heard that story where Jesus is flipping over tables? He was so upset.
It's my favorite story.
It's Will's favorite story in the whole Bible. Now, some people get upset, and that's okay to be upset. Sometimes people get upset about silly things. Some of the adults in this room, they get so mad when people drive slow in the canyon. And your parents do too? Yeah. And some teenagers, I know teenagers who, when you take away their cell phones, they get so mad. And I know kids who, when it's bedtime and they don't want to go to bed, is that it? No. Part of growing up is knowing how to deal with being angry at silly things. I think the way I understand Jesus, he probably was just fine with slow camel drivers, and I'm sure when baby Jesus was around, he just went right to bed just when his mom told him to. Maybe not. But Jesus also did get upset at important things. And mostly he got mad when things didn't fit with God's idea of how to take care of people. For instance, Jesus got mad at bullies all the time. And bullies took over and took advantage of people who were poor or weak. And God cares so much for people like children and women and people without homes or sick people or people who get picked on for being different, and there's so many ways to be different. So when bullies picked on God's friends, Jesus got mad at the bullies in a madder voice than David had over here. Now sometimes Jesus did talk to bullies politely, and sometimes I can even do that. Sometimes Jesus told them the truth very directly, and he said, "What you're doing is wrong, stop it." And sometimes they stopped it. But sometimes Jesus yelled at them and even called them names. You might not have heard it when David said it. He says, "You're a snake, you're a liar, you're thieves." And maybe we need to remember that Jesus isn't always calm and gentle. Maybe we need to remember that Jesus got angry at things that broke God's heart because we might be taken advantage of, and it's good for us to know that Jesus is on our side, and it's good to know that Jesus got angry at the bullies, so it helps us to stand up for people who are picked on today. So if we call a liar, that's not necessarily mean. Jesus shows us how to tell the truth. And if we stand up to someone, stand up to a bully and tell them to stop picking on God's friends, that's not being hateful. That's being like Jesus. So let's pray for people in need. Dear God, please help the people who are being bullied, and please help us stand up to the bullies. Amen.